What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine and I am horrible at remembering to charge my camera battery, so let's hope we make it through this whole video. Today I'm going to be doing a YouTube video that I have seen flitting around here in YouTube land, and that is makeup I would repurchase if I were suddenly to lose my entire makeup collection. I believe this video trend was started by Emily Knoll. I will link her video down below. If I'm wrong and it was actually somebody else who started it, please let me know. I will fix it. Thank you. So this video is pretty self-explanatory. It is just like, if your entire collection was suddenly gone, what makeup would you repurchase? So the thing about this video idea is that if you actually lost all of your makeup, chances are something really bad happened to you, like some sort of natural disaster or you were robbed. So makeup wouldn't be the only thing that you were trying to replace. So even if you did have just like $1,000 in savings, you wouldn't be able to put all of that towards makeup. So as I did this video, I tried to keep everything around or under $150 in total, which still sounds like a lot of money, but I mean, with how much makeup costs these days, to be able to rebuild like every category of makeup with just $150 is pretty impressive. I did also have all of these be items that you could purchase at Ulta. If I lost all my makeup, I would want to repurchase it from a place where I could get it in 2 days. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go in the order that these things can actually be put on your face because that's what makes sense to me. So the first item that I would repurchase is the Wet n Wild Dewy Lumino Face Primer. I have talked about this on my channel a ton. I'm starting to run out of this. I'll probably have to cut it open soon, but I really love this primer. I have dry skin and it adds a nice little glow to your skin. It's infused with vitamin E. I honestly don't look for primers that are gonna like make my makeup last incredibly long because I don't tend to have problems with my makeup not lasting long as it is. I more look for ones that are gonna help my makeup wear comfortably, and this does exactly that. Adds a little glow underneath my foundation, and I would 100% repurchase this if I lost all my makeup. The next category in this video is foundation, and I had a lot of trouble choosing which foundation I would repurchase because foundation is something that I really like to wear a lot of different coverage and finish types depending on the look that I'm going for the day. So the foundation that I decided on is the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation, and this is sold on Ulta's website for $7.99 and in Ulta stores. So I chose this foundation because I find that it is pretty versatile. I can sheer it out if I'm going for a very light coverage, and I can build it up a little bit. It's a light medium coverage on its own, so if I just apply one standard layer of it, I'm still going to get some freckles shining through, but all of my redness is covered up and my skin just has a very nice even texture. And I find this to be hydrating but not too dewy. It gives me a very nice, I would say, a dewy satin finish. It just makes my skin look very healthy and plump and happy, and it does last pretty well, so this is one that would work for me no matter what season it was. I definitely consider this to be one of the most versatile foundations that I have, and its price point is very accessible and it would be very easy to get again if I did lose it. Up next is concealer, and if you've been here you probably know that my holy grail concealer is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, but unfortunately that can only be purchased on ColourPop's website proper, which is kind of unreliable as to when it would get to me. Plus, unless you spend $30, you have to pay for shipping, which nobody pays for shipping anymore. It's 2018. Come on! I chose the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is $7, and I'm either the shade C3 or C4. It doesn't really make a difference because they're so similar. Right now I'm using C3. A lot of people compared this concealer to Shape Tape, which I don't agree with. I don't think the coverage is up there with Shape Tape, but I'm okay with that. I don't love full coverage looks, just simply because I'm someone who has good skin. Just to be perfectly honest, I don't break out a lot. When I'm wearing foundation, I'm not trying to cover up acne, I'm just trying to cover up redness, even out my texture, and give myself a nice base to put eyeshadow, highlighter, and everything else over. So this concealer definitely can be built up on itself, maybe built up to a high medium coverage. It has more of a matte finish, but it's not drying at all, and it also works on its own, not over foundation. It does blend into the skin nicely, which some days I like to go foundation free and just do a little bit of concealer under my eyes. That would be very important for me if this was the only concealer that I owned. So I definitely think I'd be happy with only having this concealer in my collection, although I would miss my good old friend No Filter right here. For setting powder, I would go with the E.L.F. HD Loose Setting Powder in translucent, and actually sheer, not translucent, but it's a translucent powder. Come on. So this is $6, and I honestly think that I'm the only person in the world who likes this powder. I don't hear anybody say good things about this powder. It kind of hurts my feelings. This is a really, really finely milled powder, which if you have dry skin, you understand how important that is. Like, a more chunky powder is just gonna emphasize your fine lines and everything and just make you look even drier than you already do. So that's why I love this powder. The only reason that this isn't my favorite powder overall is that sometimes it oxidizes my concealer. If it didn't do that, this would be the only powder that I ever used. It doesn't really give a brightening effect, it just kind of sets everything down. I mean, my under eye doesn't look powdery at all right now, so that's a really good thing in a setting powder. So yeah, I like this powder. I think I'm the only one, but for brows, I haven't been reaching for my dip brow pomade as much as I used to, just because sometimes it takes a little too long. So I would repurchase the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. This is $3.99. Or I would repurchase the LA Girl Slim Shady brow pencil. That one has a more defined tip. It's easier to get nice detail when you're filling in your brows, and the color matches me a lot better because they have a lot more shades in that. But this one, you get a lot more bang for your buck. I believe you get about 3 times as much product as you do in the LA Girl brow pencil. So if this was the only brow product I had, I would want it to last me a while. And then I would top it off with my NYX brow mascara in black. That is my holy grail brow mascara. I actually don't have one right now, and I've been trying to repurchase different mascaras, trying to find one that I like as much as that one, and I just can't. I'm gonna have to go purchase it soon because just nothing else is the same for me. For eyeshadow, I would purchase the ColourPop Dream Street palette. That's their collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and I actually don't own this palette. I just own a ton of other ColourPop palettes. So the reason that I would purchase this palette, even though I don't actually own it, is that I feel that it's a very nice, versatile palette. You do have those little pops of blues and corals in there, but you also just have your neutrals and your like nice normal shimmers. So if I didn't have any eyeshadow, I would definitely still want some colorful shadows to play around with, but I would also just want shadows that are gonna work when I'm going for a neutral look. And I'm very familiar with ColourPop's formula. I think they have a really great matte formula, and I also do really like their shimmers. I think they're nice and vibrant, just sometimes they have a lot of fallout. So I would definitely be able to get by with only having a ColourPop eyeshadow palette because I love their formula, and I just think that palette looks so versatile. I've been eyeing it for so long that I don't really know why I haven't just purchased it already. I would definitely go with that one. The next item is my one like splurge item in this whole video, and that is the STILA Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. So these are $24. This is by far the most expensive product in this video, but I just think they're so beautiful that I would miss them so much if I didn't have them. I would either get the shade Smoldering Satin or Kitten Karma. I'm actually not really sure which. This is Kitten Karma and this is Smoldering Satin, so this is obviously more of a warm rosy gold, and then this is like a pewter with a hint of rose to it, I would say. So I just really, really love these. I find that they take any eyeshadow look to the next level, and I mean, if I lost all my makeup, I'd be really sad, so I need like one treat myself item in here, and these would definitely be it. I have not found any drugstore dupe for these that actually has the same level of like wow to them, so I would definitely pick up one of these. For contour, I would get the NYX HD Blush in Taupe. So this is technically a blush, but this is an amazing contour shade if you are light to fair skinned. It's the perfect cool tone brown to just create a nice natural looking shadow on your skin. It's almost the exact same shade as that cool tone brown in the NYX contour palette, but it's a single, so it's a lot easier to transport and just takes up a lot less space in your collection. This is $7. It blends really well. This is honestly the only contour shade that I really use anyways, so it's kind of a no-brainer for me. I do have some other contours and bronzers in my collection, but this is really the only one that I reach for, so this is the one that I would repurchase. My camera battery is flashing at me and I am scared. For blush, I would purchase the E.L.F. blush palette. This is $5 and you get 4 blushes in it. So you get 4 products for the price of 1, if not cheaper than 1, because most blushes are more expensive than $6 even. So this is another really great versatile product. You could even use this as a bronzer, and you can even use these as transition shades for eyeshadows, and I just love this. This one is my favorite shade. I really love these two mixed as well, and if I am doing a more cool toned or dramatic look, I really love this one as well. This is such a great product. If you've been wanting to get into blush, I totally recommend picking this up. This is the light version, and there is also a dark version, which is a bit more berry toned than this one. For highlighter, I would repurchase the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian. This is the most beautiful shade on my skin tone. It is just this pearlish champagne. It's not too gold, it's not too silver, which is so hard to find in a highlighter. I find it so flattering on my skin. It melts into the skin, literally melts into the skin. I find that these apply over powder perfectly fine. That's not everyone's experience, but that has been mine. And it also makes a really beautiful inner eye highlight. I love this highlighter so much. Holy Grail highlighter. It is a cream to powder formula, so if you don't like creamy products, this might not be your thing. But this is $8, also sold at Ulta, and I really love it, and I don't know that I could live without this. For eyeliner, I would purchase the Wet n Wild H2O Proof eyeliner. This is actually the one in brown. I think I would purchase black, but I'm not really sure. They're $4, and I do tend to like felt pen style eyeliners better in terms of the application, but for the price, this is my favorite eyeliner formula at the drugstore. I have not been able to find a drugstore eyeliner that holds up on my eyes better than these do. So if I only had one eyeliner and I was really trying to ball on a budget, it would definitely be this. My mascara would be the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is $6. This is the False Lash Effect one. I think this is a great mascara. It doesn't bleed into my under eye like crazy, has some lengthening, has some volume, just does everything that I want a mascara to do, and it does it for a good price, so you can't go wrong. Setting spray, I would go with E.L.F. Mist and Set. It's $4. I find that it does lock my makeup in place pretty well, while also adding a little boost of hydration, so that's really all that I could ever ask for in a setting spray, and it's $4. It is a pretty small bottle, so I probably need to repurchase it soon, but it would hold me over at least. I'm not confident that I would actually purchase a lip product right away if I lost my makeup collection. I'm not really huge on lip products at the moment. I have really big lips. I find that most lip products just hella draw attention to them, so I've kind of just been leaning towards a neutral gloss lately, and I would honestly probably just buy like one of those tins of Vaseline and call it a day, because they add a nice little glossy effect to the lips without really doing a whole lot, and it would go with everything. So that's a really boring answer for lips, but like I thought about it and I was like, I don't have like a favorite lip product. So that's that. For brushes, this is the hardest one because brushes are expensive. Like even the cheap ones can be like $8 a brush, which if you're trying to replace your entire brush collection, that's a lot. So I decided on the E.L.F. Silver 11-piece brush set. This is $30. It looks like a nice brush set. I do own quite a few E.L.F. brushes, and I've been very happy with the quality of them, especially for the price. And this brush set looks like it has everything everything I would need in there: foundation brushes, eyeshadow brushes, etc. So at about $3 per brush, that's such a deal, and I know I would like the quality because it's E.L.F. So that is it. I just did the math and this came out to $145 before tax, but still $145. That's under $150 for a whole makeup collection, including brushes. That's impressive, if I do say so myself. This is what I would repurchase if I lost all my makeup, which I don't even want to think about. I have spent so much time building my makeup collection. A lot of this has sentimental value because other people got it for me. I'd be really sad if I lost my makeup, which I know makeup is sort of a shallow hobby, but I mean, it's a hobby. Everyone has a hobby. Mine's just more shallow than others, okay? Anyways, that is it. Feel free to leave me a comment down below telling me what products you would repurchase. I will definitely go check them out because if they are the thing that you would repurchase if you lost all of your makeup, must be a pretty good product. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday unless I'm having a week from hell, and then I post once a week. See you guys next time. Bye.